Ik spad offers de bangwerven zeker. Hini persta tak dierwerven zien.
Eivor, I'm about to address our guests, and I'd like you to be there.
It has been a worthy ceremony so far.
And have you had enough fun yet?
I am ready to hear you address your kingdom.
Good. Come, join me. Friends, honored guests, we've pushed through hard times. It seems like all we've known is loss and suffering. But it is not conflict that binds us. It is compassion. May we always favor compassion, even when our enemies refuse its boon. So, to my Dane friends and neighbors, I give thanks for the bravery you have shown during our collective struggles. And for my fellow Christians, may we continue standing as examples of our Lord's grace. Lights in the dark. I see East Anglia's future right here, right now, in all of you, Dane and Saxon alike. To our future.
Still a bit soft on insults, but the king has courage.
And to Eivor, without whom none of this would have been possible.
On behalf of East Anglia, let this ring be proof of our loyalty to the Raven clan and all they have done for us today.
Would you have any words of wisdom for us?
To the good king, Oswald, Skull!
To Oswald! Skull!
Skull!
Skull! Okay, everyone, the bridal race starts now. Remember, you all have to lose to the bride and groom. Steady all, and ready yourself for the wedding race. The king and his bride against all.
My king!
The sheep you left to guard me have been shorn. Oswald! King of sheep fuckers! Show your eyes! I challenge you.
I accept.
No square, only sweat and blood.
He may be wounded, but do not let your guard down.
Let's settle this.
I will bury you, Saxon. I'll take all that is yours.
Should a king show mercy to one so malevolent? So cruel? I'll not give you the satisfaction of a good death, for my god forbids such cruelty. Therefore you are outcast. From this moment on.
You have won. My life is yours.
Your life is God's. Now go! Leave my kingdom and never return!
I do not understand this Saxon religion. Oswald is a coin. One side mercy, the other courage. There are few like him, I'll admit. Saxon or Dane.
Such a strange display. Courage and restraint like I've never seen. With all that's happened, with all the chaos Rued wrought, still, Oswald found reason to spare him.
It is a strange thing.
A remarkable thing. From what inner spring does such kindness run? I'd like to know. With my duty here fulfilled, I now choose East Anglia. I fight for you, my king.
Rise, old friend. You're embarrassing me.
Be well, Finir. Your choice is a bold one. You continue to surprise Oswald of Elmenholm.
Thank you, Eivor. When we first met, I made an oath. I promised you an alliance.
You did.
You'll have it, so long as I draw breath.
Till next time, King. Now it seems the wind calls me back to Randi. Best tell her the good news. We should get going.
Hello there.
What do you have today? Have you got a contract for me?
My agents are not meant to undertake these tasks. But you are more perilous.
I'm off. Be well, friend.
So long. Farewell.
That wretched
Eivor? A moment.
Eivor, thank Tyr. I heard shouting. Is something wrong?
Holger robbed me, and I demand he be punished.
Rot disappointed word. Does the deer rub the stream when she takes a drink? Does a cow rub a field when he crops on sweet grass?
Eivor, this matter requires sensitive judgment. Will you?
Of course. From the beginning, please.
Well now, there is no excuse too small, I see. Nothing to keep you from coveting that seat, is there?
In Sigurd's absence, who has better claim to oversee these disputes?
You might leave them to work it out for themselves, but that would mean letting go, would it not?
Please start again. Tell me all that has happened.
I will start. I have been falsely accused by this Saxon Philistine.
A filly what? Are you mocking me?
Silence, please. I'll hear both of your complaints and render a decision, awarding compensation if needed. Understood? Rowan, tell me your version of these events.
As you are aware, Holger and I are neighbors. Near enough that I often catch him at my stables, stealing my tools.
Borrowing.
Holger, let him speak.
Stealing, borrowing. My point being, I have always allowed him to use whatever he pleased. I greatly admire your Norse generosity and had hoped to match it. But this morning, Holger stretched the limits of my grace. Entering my stables for their feed, I found my most beautiful, gentle mare stripped of her tail. Bereft, not a strand in sight. I am ashamed to say my natural suspicion drew me to Holger, and how right I was. For when I peered across the lane, there he was, gripping a horsetail brush slathered with indigo, dragging it across a sheet of
Painting, Rowan. I was painting. You make it sound so crude.
You see? Such willful arrogance. It will take ages for Ilgefu's tail to reach its former length. I demand compensation.
I understand. Thank you, Rowan. Holger, let me hear your side.
Eivor, you have known me as a skald for years. You have seen how my poems bring life and joy and wisdom to our people. And you know that my work requires a certain, let us say, freedom, to make use of rare resources to compose my verses. Often when lacking the proper tools, I have made use of novel items. Alvis's walking stick, Tovi's inks, all were given gladly.
You cut off my horse's tail to make a brush, you bleeding...
Rowan?
As I was saying, this morning in the throes of poetic reverie, I realized that my latest piece required delicate brushwork. I could have used a frayed stick, some cloth, my hands, but no. I needed something gentler, softer. To make a perfect brush, I needed the fine hairs of a well-raised horse. And so I availed myself of a local resource.
You clipped Alfgafu's tail to the rump, without asking.
It was early. I did not wish to wake you.
Thank you, Holger. I believe I understand your position. I believe I have heard enough. If you'll...
My horse looks like a fool, Eivor.
No handsomer than a donkey now. You must do something.
Do not conflate hair with beauty, Rowan. She remains radiant. Elgifer's hair will grow back in no time.
Quiet, both of you. Now listen. Rowan, however daft his approach, Holger meant you no harm and lost you no coin. The horse's hair will grow back.
But...
And you, Holger. Your habit of borrowing without asking ends today. Apologize to Rowan and greet as friends.
This had best be a very good apology.
It will be. To you, O man of horses, I do offer my utmost apologies. And to Elgifer, most elegant of mares, I dedicate my finished work. You are respectively a king of men and a queen of horses, and I exalt you. I am sorry.
Rowan, does this satisfy you?
As much as it can. I accept the apology.
Good. Then by Tyr's blessing, let this matter rest. We are done here. Return to your homes in peace.
I will return your tools, and offer you one of my paintings as a sign of goodwill.
Unless your paintings can regrow horsetails, I have no use for them.
Oh, hello, Eivor. Good day. That Holger, he is quite the character.
I almost envy him. To see the world through such a muddy glass and live with such petty concerns. He hasn't a care in the world.
Let's not walk too far with that idea. I need you right where you are.
East Anglia is with us. Their King Oswald has pledged his loyalty to us.
Eivor Kingmaker, we shall call you soon. Some interesting news. King Ceolwulf has sent Ceolbert to Shropshire. He hopes to install him as Elderman there.
Good for Ceolbert. He should do well considering all he has learned from you.
I gave him only a taste of my knowledge. The rest he will need to figure for himself. One more thing. I do not know if you heard, but Svend passed away a short time ago. The poor man slipped away in his bed.
I had not heard, no. And how is Tovi? She must be gutted.
It has been rough on her. She spends quite a lot of time at his burial mound. Speak with her, if you have the time.